on the one hand, you've got large businesses and they can make mandates and they can make you take classes and make you do all these things. But on the other hand, you've got the majority of businesses in America, which are the small to medium-sized businesses, and they don't have the resources, I guess is the right word, to do what the large companies can do. In exchange for the mandates that come down from corporate, to get people to do this by initiating a cultural change, right? Getting to think about it, getting them to be more proactive, getting them to, just like when we leave the house in the morning, we lock our door and we make sure that, the dog's in the backyard. How do we start down that path? How do we get them to start thinking about these things proactively as opposed to being reactive?
Well, I think it has to be a slow rollout. I mean, if no one's been doing anything for a long time and now you go in there, you're like, tomorrow we're doing this, boom, from now on, it's going to be this way. That's not going to work. So just by starting the conversations with how people think differently when they do things in real life, face-to-face versus online. I mean, if somebody came up to you and said some of these ridiculous things that we click on in emails, if they said it to your face, you would say, what? I won an international lottery? Oh, I didn't even play the international lottery. However, we get an email that says, congratulations, you just won. And you're like, woo, this is fantastic. So it's like, why are you thinking like that? So anyway, talking to them about that, and then just getting each other to talk about, some of the things, some of the emails, if they are still in a workspace with other people, before you're clicking on something, stop and look and maybe talk to somebody, or just, don't click on it before if it's going to be something safe. So getting the conversation started, and then slowly trying to say to the employees, like I mentioned before, that we want to help them learn how to better protect themselves, their families, and then hence the business, because that's how you're going to get the buy-in from the employees. If you're offering something that's going to help them, not if you don't do this, you're going to get fired. So it's a totally different approach as to how to go about turning this into a culture. And then, like you said, it eventually will turn into something like locking your door every day that becomes a habitual thing. But that takes time. It does take time, especially when we're mainly going from zero. So
awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.